Okay, well, first thing I'm going to do... I've got 3 attribute points. Cunning, tactics, or something like that. I'm actually going to do... more stamina for combat techniques and special attacks. They do 1 there. 1 there, 1 there. Next, I have 1 skill point. Now, I have to raise my stats before I can actually see level 4 required. I have the strength for it, but I'm not level 4 yet. Precision striking. I can do that. Shield defense. I'm going to do that one, actually. Okay.
I would have come sooner had they allowed it. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine, Gorham, and you? Trian is dead. How do you think I am?
It's going to get worse, though. Balin has taken Trian's place in the Assembly. He introduced a motion to condemn you immediately, and it easily passed. He had fully half the Assembly ready to vote on something completely against tradition and justice. He must have been making deals and alliances for months, if not years.
What? So, now Balin will be king when my father dies. Yeah, you have... Number 3, you have to respect Balin's ability to play the game.
He's more clever than either of us ever thought. Some of the lords, especially Harrowmont, are suspicious of Balin's instant rise to power. They are rallying, but far too slowly. The Assembly has already sentenced both of us.
There must be a way to fight this.
I can't imagine what it is. My knighthood will be stripped, my name torn from my family records. But I will be allowed to attempt some sort of life on the surface.
Oh,
Lord Harrowmont moved for a similar exile for you, but Balin's supporters overwhelmed him. You are to be sealed in the deep roads to fight Darkspawn until you are overwhelmed and killed.
Great. Sounds like an awesome vacation spot. The cowards weren't strong enough to kill me themselves.
That may have been Balin's first mistake. Lord Harrowmont gave me access to see you so I could tell you this. Duncan and the Grey Wardens are still in the deep roads, in tunnels connected to those you are to be left in. If you survive long enough to find the Grey Wardens, you may be able to escape with Duncan.
Ooh, I'm supposed to turn to humans for help. Wow, okay. Dwarven racism. It's awesome. That's all the chance I need.
Our time is up. May the Paragons guide your sword and the stone hold you up.
Same to you, my
friend.
I
will always be your man, my Lord Idukan.
That's weird in a lot of ways. But whatever, thanks. I appreciate it. Is this where I get my ritual head shaving? Or whatever they're going to do?
Lord Harrowmont.
Having been found guilty of fratricide by the Assembly of Orzammar, you are hereby sentenced to exile and death. Your name is from this point forward stripped from the records. You are no longer a person, nor a memory. You are to be cast into the deep roads with only sword and shield. Dare to redeem your life by fighting the enemies of Orzammar until your death. Do you have anything to say before the sentence is carried out?
I'm innocent.
I want to believe that. Look me in the eye and tell me you didn't do this. For your father's sake.
I didn't kill
I believe
Trian.
you. That means Balin planned this from the start. Believe me, I will spend the rest of my days making sure Balin does not profit by his deeds. Your father asked me to give these to you. This sword and shield are of fine dwarven make. Strike a blow at our enemies.
Tell him I'm innocent.
I will. Open the doors and let the condemned walk through.
Walk through.
May
Great.
the stone accept you when you fall.
I think their concept of blessings, may the stone catch you when you fall, I think it's a very interesting thing with the development of their society. They talk about the above-ground dwellers. They talk about, and there's a horde of Darkspawn. End of game. Let's play again. No, I'm kidding. I think it's interesting to see them develop that way, where if you talk to some of the dwarves in the public quarters, what do I have? Nothing. I lost my bow. Oh man. Also lost my rogue. Wait a minute. Well, thank you for the autosave. Oh yeah, I forgot, no jump. Silly me. And there's a spa. I was gonna go loot the corpse.
Now's better than later.
Oh, that's low.
Just call me the Reaper.
Just call me the Reaper? Really? Good night. Okay, I was gonna loot that. Oh, hey, there we go. There we go. Let's get that equipped. I am not gonna keep that. Destroy it. Let's see. What do I have equipped? Equipped an iron dagger. Okay, I'm doing that one. For sure. And then I'm gonna have... Hooray! Well, I've got something at least.
You're gonna regret this.
You know what? Screw this. Ah. Come on. There we go. This is gonna go badly.
No chance at all.
Good night, sweetheart.
More blood. Where's the next one?
Oh, thank goodness.
Now's better than later. Great.
That's not impressive. I've still got no shoes. Okay. That's a dead end that way. I really hope that I can... Oh, crap. I really hope I can get back here someday.
So you can get off my back. Got it.
Insufficient skill. Really hope I can get back here someday and whoop my brother's ass. That's going to be real high on my to-do list for life. I think... Yeah. I think I gotta go this way.
Watch in horror as I rip you up.
It sees me.
Someone's gonna... And it sure won't be me.
That missed? Oh, it knocked it over. There we go.
Let's see some blood.
I am crap with this sword. What the hell? I tell you what, to become more effective, I might end up having to actually change to dual wield at some point. go back around to it. Yeah, dead end. Oh, hey, there's a corpse back here.
Now's better than later.
Wow, okay, I'll take it, I guess. Sneezing fit, sorry. Ah, there we go. When he hits like a truck. Gray iron dagger. Okay, I'm curious. Nope, wrong button. Dagger. Blood dragon plate? Okay. Okay. Great sword two-handed, and I don't have the strength for it. You know what I'm going to do for now? I'm going to do that. All right. Let's see. What? Oh yeah, whirling dervish. Might be something to this. I hate dirty fighting. And now, go ahead, kick his ass.
Can I get you?
Thank you. Miss. Miss, there we go. Hey, okay. Superior Dwarven Guard Armor. What? Ah, 20 strength.
Now's better than later.
Aha!
By the Maker, it's a dwarf.
Lord Idukan, what are you doing here alone? Where are your troops?
Where are my troops? One question at a time. I'm Lord Idukan no longer.
Ah, you have been made to walk the deep roads, then.
You mean you were exiled? What happened?
I do not think matters of dwarven honor are any business of ours. You need not answer, friend.
I was betrayed
Lord
by my
Trian?
brother. Balin. Trian
I
is
see.
dead.
The brutal intrigue of the dwarven court continues, then. Your father intimated as much. There is no reason for you to walk these deep roads and die for something you did not do. You have already proven yourself both resourceful and skilled, and I would expect nothing less from an Idukan. I've been searching for those with your level of ability. Your exploits in the Deep Road set you apart. As leader of the Grey Wardens in Ferelden, I would like to formally invite you to join our order.
This is the best. This is the best option I get. Okay, So I'm of royal descent, which means I probably would have had some good education, which means I've probably taken history lessons, which means I probably know exactly who these guys are and how important they are. So I'm going to rationalize, number one, I would be honored.
Then welcome. We leave immediately for Ostagar to join with the human forces facing the Darkspawn hordes led by King Kalen. Stay close. There are still Darkspawn around every corner. We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kalen, I didn't expect
A royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll
This
be
is
shedding
they.
blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
That dude just called me... Never mind. I am I'm no friend of yours, human lord. I want to say human tool, but that's just rude. I am Vaygrim, your majesty.
Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. It's good to see one of the honorable stout folk outside Orzammar.
You must not have met many members of the noble caste. How much do you know about dwarves, your majesty?
I've always wanted to learn more. Perhaps you could enlighten me sometime.
Hey, he's not such a jerkbag after all. If your majesty wishes.
I do. I'll make sure to have the finest dwarven brew brought up from the palace cellars. After we've dealt with the blight, of course. I've been to Orzammar. King Endrin invited my father to a grand proving long ago. How does Endrin fare these days?
I'm his son, and he was fine when I saw him last.
Well, it seems your story may be even more interesting than I suspected. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks.
Let's not go crazy. Your, 3 seems to be the constant, like, dick answer. You're too kind,
I'm
Your
sorry
Majesty.
to cut this short,
No
but I
point
should
being
return
rude.
to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your
Loghain,
uncle
I remember
sends
this
his
guy.
greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
You sound very confident of that.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god.
Oh, God.
But I suppose this will have to do.
Don't
I must
wish
go
for that.
before Loghain sends out a search party.
That's
Farewell,
bad.
Grey Wardens.
Ostagar.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
Yet you don't sound very reassured.
Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Then maybe we should move quickly.
Yes, we should proceed with the ritual.
What do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
Roger, Dodger. Saving the game. Unlocked achievement, Kinslayer. Okay, that's low. Oh my gosh. Okay. 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 Wow, that was a lot of stuff. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna open this up. Okay, so here's the thing I'm thinking. I'm wondering if we need to diversify or if I actually want to go with a little bit of DPS over raw tanking, because Sword and Board's kind of boring. Let me think. I can pick one of these, right? Long term, I can pick one of these. The champion is a veteran warrior and a competent leader in battle, possessing skills at arms impressive enough to inspire allies. My God, this wind is loud. Wow, okay, look. Let's get away from the howling wind for a minute. Gee whiz.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
I'll talk to you later. Can I go somewhere that's not... There we go. Okay, it's loud, but it's not horribly loud. Gee, Manetti. Okay. These are heroes you find commanding an army or plunging headlong into danger, somehow making it look easy. There's the Templar, mages who refuse the Citadel's circle's control, become apostates and live in fear of Templar's powers, the ability to dispel and resist magic. As servants of the Chantry, the Templars have been the most effective means of controlling the spread and use of arcane power for centuries. Let's see. Demonic rituals. Reavers terrorize their enemies, feast upon their souls of the slain opponents to heal their own flesh, and then unleash a bloody frenzy that makes them even more powerful as they come nearer to their own deaths. That sounds awesome and horrible. The first berserkers were dwarves. They would sacrifice the finesse for a dark rage that increased their strength and resilience. Eventually, dwarves taught these skills to others, and now berserkers can be found amongst all races. They are renowned as terrifying adversaries. Huh. Resist magic. Do magic. The army commander or a whirling dervish of death and destruction. I'm leaning towards berserker now more than ever. Let's do that. Oh, I actually get a skill point now. Okay. Coercion. The character is influential enough to convince others to change their views. Strength contributes to a more intimidating character, whereas cunning contributes to a more persuasive. I can't talk this morning. Wow. Stealing. Trap making, survival. Okay, I know survival is good inherently because it lets you see characters on your radar and your minimap. But poultices and salves from common herbs, I could see that is really useful. But I'm going to go with that. I'm actually going to go... If you look, can detect the presence of nearby creatures below the character's own level. This skill also grants a small resistance to... bonus resistance to nature. Can detect a bigger bonus to nature, basically. And you see, the character can detect nearby creatures of up to 2 levels higher than the character's own level, revealing the subtype of the creature and its level. So I think long-term this is really, really good for assessing your enemies, but I suspect I'm going to have to start putting points into this also. We'll see how soon we get a healer in the party. Okay, dual weapon training. more proficient with 2 weapons, and now deals closer to normal damage bonus with the offhand. Actually gonna do that. Yep. We'll see. Maybe I'll regret it.
Stand here in this hour, good folk of Ferelden, and we contemplate the death that may await. Death is no failure, my friends.
Okay, I'm gonna poke around the camp
your king.
and see what kind of trouble I can get
Die in
into.
this battle, and when you stand before the Maker in the land beyond the Fade, he shall not find you.